Gachagua has come, yani amerudi, and he has really hit hard on Ruto because apparently anasema there is a scheme, there is something that has been planned to kuimpeach ama si kuimpeach, kutoa Koome as the Chief Justice of this country, and he has amekuja with a very scathing attack on President Ruto. I want you to listen to this, but before anything else, kindly I'm going to give you a second to subscribe to this platform, because most of you are still watching my videos and have not yet subscribed. So I'm going to give you a second to subscribe. So, as I said, Gachagua yesterday alikuwa somewhere in Meru, and he really ignited the emotions of Meru, and the things he was saying, I think Gachagua has decided that kama ni mbaya ni mbaya. He really mentioned how some people were because there are some youths who came there to disrupt his rally. That meeting. It was a church meeting, but apparently the members of that church were able to diffuse. They were able to diffuse what was happening. They were able to contain those youths, and the meeting went on as planned. And apparently Gachagua had prior knowledge that these people were sent by the one and only Kindiki, and apparently they were being paid. They were paid some money to come and disrupt that meeting. So things didn't go as those hired goons had planned. Everything went well, but the kind of attack Nini had, Gachagua had, was very hard. I want you to listen to this so that and then I'll come back with my reaction.
Sasa Martha Koome anafukuzwa. Senator wa Meru amenyamaza. MPs wote 10 wamenyamaza. Kwani tumekuwa nini Meru? What is happening to the people of Meru? Watu wa Meru wanajulikana kwa kuwa wanunui uoga. Watu wa Meru ni watu shupavu. These are the descendants of the Mau Mau struggle. Tulikuwa na General Mwaliama, General Baimunge. What has happened to the leadership of Meru? Ya kwamba munaketi na Rais William Ruto akipanga kutumaliza kama jamii, akiumiza viongozi wetu. Anapigana na mama rais, ulipigana na mimi Rigathi Gachagua, mimi ni mwanaume. Wachana na Martha Koome, ni mwanamke. Bono unapigana na wanawake. Can you fight your fellow men? Si ndio? Apigana na wanaume? Awachana na huyu mama. Na huyu mama anafukuzwa kwa sababu amekataa kuua mtu ya Yesa. Si ndio? Mtasimama na Martha Koome? Mtasimama na yeye? Huyu mama akifukuzwa, nipige filimbi mtoke kwa barabara. Mtatoka hamtatoka? Mtatoka hamtatoka? Sasa amepanga jama ya kumfukuza Martha Koome. Na anataka akifukuza hii watu amalize biashara zote za watu ya Mlima Kenya. Lakini mimi nakuambia rais, ukifukuza Martha Koome usikanyange hapa Meru. Mimi nataka nikuambie, ulifukuza Rigathi Gachagua, watu ya mlima wakanyamaza. Ukafikiria ni waoga. Tunakuambia rais, wewe panga jama ufukuze Martha Koome, na wewe ukae Nairobi, usikanyange hapa Meru tena ukifukuza Martha Koome.
So guys, I believe you've listened to what Gachagua was saying. Gachagua is saying that he came out and told the president that if he ever tries to impeach if he ever tries to remove Martha Koome from that seat, then he should never step foot in Meru. That is the former deputy president telling the president, who is the president of the whole country, that he should never step foot in Meru if he goes ahead and impeach and he removes Martha Koome from the Chief Justice position. And the way Gachagua is talking, it's as if he has knowledge. There's something he knows that is cooking. Because the way he's talking from a very emotional point. And it's really asking the president that for how long will you continue planning to destroy the Mount Kenya region? Are you trying to destroy the region? You are trying to destroy the leaders from the Mount Kenya region. It's asking the president, what plans do you have? What gain will you, what do you stand to gain by what you're doing? And this thing, I want to analyze this thing. And why is Gachagua doing all this? Gachagua is trying to speak to the emotions of the people of Meru. Remember, Gachagua is from Mount Kenya. Gachagua is a Kikuyu. And he needs to make sure that he consolidates the Mount Kenya region as a voting block vile imekuwa ikivote. So he needs to speak to their emotions. He needs to reach out to their emotions. He needs to make sure that the Merus feel like they are also being oppressed. They are also being pushed out the way the Kikuyus are being pushed out of all these things. So once he reaches out to them, they are able to unite. Because you see, he's telling them that you people, since when did the Meru people wakakuwa waoga? Since when? He even mentioned a few people who fought for Nini, who were part of the Mau Mau during Nini, who are from the region of Meru. So the former deputy president Gachagua, he knows, anajua Kenya anafanya, and whatever everything he's doing it deliberately, because he's doing everything he can to lock the president out of Mount Kenya region completely, that the president cannot even step foot in that region. And now he's giving him ultimatums, so that if you do this, don't step in this region. And you will be surprised that even the president, anytime he will go there, he will face a lot of opposition and a lot of maybe heckling and everything. Because remember, the president was heckled in Embu, which was a church service, but he was heckled. So some of these things, they are being done. Gachagua is doing them deliberately. Gachagua is doing them deliberately, and he knows what he's doing. So, what does the Gachagua stands to gain from all this? Gachagua will benefit because the moment if he succeeds to lock out the president from this region, then he will have a big chunk of Mount Kenya, not only the Kikuyu votes, but here we are talking about the Embus and the Meru. You see? So Gachagua, vile naona, he has decided that kama ni mbaya ni mbaya. Now we are waiting to see how the president will counter that. Because remember, he is also coming out at Kindiki, because Kindiki apparently has been holding meetings in his home huko hivyo in Karen, the deputy president's residence, and he's calling all these leaders from Meru, from Embu, and having a meeting with them, and then apparently they're being given 5,000 each to come and try and campaign and talk good of the government in the regions, nini, but it has not been working. So there's a lot of things that are happening, and I don't know how the president will counter this. Because as knowing our president is very combative. He's not someone who is forgiving. Unaelewa? He's not someone who will just watch you. Because that statement and that speech by Gachagua, I believe it has rubbed the government the wrong way, especially the president. Because you are the president of the country, someone telling you that you should never visit a certain part of this country. That is hard. That is hard. And you see, now you can decide to you are the president, you can decide to visit that region, and then you come there and then people heckle you. How will you handle it? So it's also a shame. Itakuwa shame on you. It will be something very shameful and very embarrassing to the president. So Gachagua is succeeding in locking the president and UDA out of that region. And maybe he's also reacting to some of the decisions that the president made recently of trying to remove some of his supporters, like the MPs and senators, from the committee, from the house business, from the committees in the house, in the national, in the parliament, Now maybe Gachagua is trying to vent his frustrations and telling the president off. So let's watch and see how this thing will roll out. But personally, how do I feel like the president will react? I feel like the president will just send some people, some of his people, to come at Gachagua. And try to counter that narrative, or maybe call a press, or maybe have some leaders in that region to come and counter what Gachagua is saying. I don't think the president will respond directly, because the president tried to do that last time and it backfired badly. You remember when the president went to Western, and he went and that tour of Western, and all they did was to attack Gachagua, and then Gachagua just came and I finished them just with a few statements. Akawamaliza kabisa. So the president knows that the person he's dealing with is not a person who will come hard to attack him, unless he uses other means. But you cannot use the way he used to deal with Uhuru, like he comes out and attack Uhuru openly na nini. Gachagua is not someone who can come with that style of like attack. Huwezi kuja tu muattack hivyo, because that guy can come up, anakujaga na come back. You remember when he came back with that Umusangerere and everything, and that thing finished Ruto and diluted all your campaign yote hiyo walimfanyia Western. You get? So it's going to be very hard for the president in that region. It's going to be very, very hard. And as I always said, I said in one of the videos that is here, the president is now not focused on Mount Kenya region, like they will vote for him in the next coming election. His focus has shifted to other parts, like the Somali. He's trying to make sure that the northern part of Kenya, wamempatia a big chunk of votes, like around 2 million or maybe 3 million. He's trying to harvest a few more votes from that region. So it's not really focused in Mount Kenya in terms of getting votes from Mount Kenya. What the president really wants from Mount Kenya is divide the votes. And that is the game of politics. The president is just the same way we say, if you are not going to vote for me, then I'll make sure that you vote on all. I scatter your votes. You get? I scatter all of you. I scatter your votes, so that you don't vote for one person and he gains an advantage over me. So I'll make sure the Kikuyus vote this way, the Merus vote this way, the Embus vote this way, the Tarakanidis vote this way. Everyone votes in a different direction, so that his votes split, scatter. That is what the president is working hard to do in the Mount Kenya region, and that is what Gachagua is trying to fight. He's trying to show the president that no, you cannot divide this region. You will not divide, and you cannot divide this region. So the battle is there. One is trying to divide the votes because he knows that he has lost the region. The other one is trying to unite and make sure that people don't get split. The Mount Kenya doesn't split. The votes remain intact, so that they can have a big voice when they come to the ballot. So let's wait and see who will emerge the winner. Who will all this? Mother Koome is just being used as a pawn. He's being used. I mean, he has been brought up to this. He has been dragged to this battle, to this fight, yenye hajui anything about. You get? Because the process of impeaching a chief justice is not that easy. You must have a solid case. You must have something so tangible about the chief justice. So, and there's a process of impeaching, of removing a chief justice from the office. So it's not something, it's something that will take time. You get? So Gachagua is using this. Maybe he had some rumors that there were plans, because he's also getting intelligence. Maybe they had some rumors that there were plans to do 1, 2, 3 about Martha Koome. And now the Gachagua felt like, okay, this is what is happening. I'm going to now use this to make sure that I consolidate the Nini region. And maybe the government side that were planning all this, maybe they have realized this is a wrong move. We cannot use it. So let's hold back. So it's going to be tough. Let's wait and see. So thank you guys for those who have subscribed and those who are watching my video to hadi mwisho. You can also share this video, and you can also support me. You can support this platform with whatever you feel like you need to support. My number is always there in the description in every video. Kindly reach out. Remember, I'm here to at least explain what is happening in the political space in the country, and also look out for some of the things that we need to look out for as we head to the next general election. Because remember, no matter what happens, we need good governance. We need this country to run well. We need leaders that are sensitive to the people and that will serve the people. So let's educate each other. Let's come out and share our thoughts. If you feel like whatever I've shared is of a different opinion, kindly go to the comment section and share yours. All I always insist on this platform, let us remain respectful. You don't need to be abusive to push your point. You don't need to insult anybody to push your point. We are all different, and our opinions will always vary. Thank you so much. Till the next time, again, make sure you subscribe. Bye.